is on page 11, number 19. It's on the question of cities. Honorable Chair, my expectation is that when the ministry is responding to our responses, their responses would be factual and based on information that are true. Honorable Chair, when you look at the response of the ministry, they say that the delay to fund this was occasioned by the delays to approve the boundaries. When Parliament was approving the creation of these cities, their boundaries were clear. So which boundary are they talking about that they were waiting for approval? Because you cannot create an entity without stating clearly the boundaries. I thought this was not a well-thought response, and it's very irritating. But the main thing here, Honorable Chair.
Now, Honorable, just to interject, in the last Parliament, about 6 members of Parliament were almost thrown out of Parliament because they were alleged to have been elected in constituencies where the boundaries were not defined, and was brought by one of our friends, the MP from
Yes. So, Honorable Chair, the explanation that the boundaries were not clearly approved, I don't think is something that should have been brought. But the main thing here, Honorable Chair, we are talking about 10 cities that became effective on 1st of July 2020. But remember, Parliament also approved the creation of 5 other cities that we are supposed to take in the financial year 2021-2022. No statement has been brought back to Parliament why these cities cannot kick off without any clear time frame. Those are Nakasongola, Kabale, Moroto, they are there. But I am talking about the 10 that are already operational. Honorable Chair, these cities are struggling with the districts from where they were created because the districts are failed to relocate. And the Minister of Local Government is just requesting for 10 billion, 1 billion each for the districts to build new headquarters elsewhere and move out of the cities. I think this should be a priority. The second thing, Chair, which is going to be the last one, is on page 15, number 30. It's on Nusa 4. Again, Honorable Chair, when you look at the statement, the response given by the ministry, they say Nusa 4 project was approved to pre-feasibility stage by the Development Committee in April 2023. However, it is one of the projects affected by the World Bank funding requirements. Honorable Chair, I think there should be honesty here, and we request the Minister of Finance to really treat us with some level of respect. We are talking about one part of Uganda that has over 15 million people, with over 200 members of parliament, and considered the most impoverished part of the country. And then there are people who are trying to play their tricks. We know what is going on, especially with the Minister of Finance. The members of parliament from the north have had engagement, including with the World Bank team. We know what they're saying. But looks like the team from the Ministry of Finance think it's not important. Others are saying, we are dealing with PDM, but the truth is, Honorable Chair, if the President issued a directive, the Prime Minister came to Parliament and said, Cabinet is approved. The second time the Prime Minister came said, the Ministry of Finance was not being cooperative. How do they define the directive of the President? How do they define cabinet approval? How do they define the commitment of government to support that lending part of the country? I think, Honorable Chair, the next option, if the Minister of Finance is not committed, is for the over 200 members of Parliament to mobilize. There are serious political consequences if this cannot be addressed. It is to mobilize. If you want us to get out of parliament or if you want us to block the budget, we are capable of that. Thank you, Chair.